G'day guys. I'm in town today doing another film shoot, so I decided to bring the old GoPro and I'm going to take you for a tour down some of the back streets of Phon Phisai, which is the main town. Now I'm staying out in a rural area, but as I said, I'm here in town. I'm going to grab a coffee, I'm going to get myself an Americano on ice with a touch of honey, and then we're going to go for a little walk and I'm going to show you this area directly around here. Copping cup. All right, here we go. We got my, geez, I'm really going for it, eh? Well, I've tried to cut the milk out a little bit because, oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I've cut the milk out because it's hard, to get hold of good fresh milk. And I don't like using that condensed milk. It's so full of sugar. It's beautiful, I love it, don't get me wrong. So now I've been forced to go for the Americana, which is really just a black coffee. So, but also I like to look around for the espresso machine because a lot of the places, they just do the instant, that's half the price. But if you go for the good stuff, you're paying, what did I just pay? 40 baht, $1.90. $1.90. So this, I know in Perth, it sets you back $7. So I'm sitting here and I noticed the sign in front of me. It's a medicinal herb outlet, and I know for a fact this is the only one as far north where I am. So it's the only place if you can buy medicinal herbs. Now my mate's down in Phuket, and he told me the other day they're charging 300 baht per gram for hydroponic variety. Here it's a third of that price. You can buy bush buds for 25 baht per gram, and I'm pretty sure the hydroponic stuff was around 120 a gram or something. The dogs are the same universally. As soon as I break out the bloody selfie stick, they start getting a bit nancy. I was patting this dog before, and then as soon as I pulled out my selfie stick, he got a little upset. But anyway, guys, I'm out here. I grabbed the coffee because I was shooting at the car dealership. But let's have a look. I might actually go down here because I can see I think I can see the river from here. This is one of the back streets here in Phon Phisai. I hope I'm pronouncing it. I'm sure it's Phon Phisai. No, it's Phon Phisai, not Phon Phisai. I'm terrible at pronouncing some of these names. Actually, I'm not terrible, I'm lazy. It's an Australian thing, so forgive me, all right? Phon Phisai. Let's go down here and have a look. And I'm pretty sure that's the Mekong down here. But guys, this is backstreet Northern Thailand. And it's really grown on me. What's really got me here is the weather. Very, very much similar weather to what I'm used to in Australia. So of course, that straight away makes me feel at home. But, you know, look, everyone's selling something, aren't they? Look, this looks like a little garden maybe, these guys. Are they, I don't know if they're just growing that for themselves or they sell it. There's a sign. Looks like all hydroponic. Let's go down here and have a look. But one thing I can say, these guys are very, what's the word I'm looking for? They love their flag. Look at this beautiful place, guys. What is this? Is this a hotel? Wow, look at that. All made out of wood, guys. Wood and clay tiles, beautiful. I love it, man. I could totally see myself living in one of those. I don't mind these either. These bunky little, that's kind of your standard issue here. And as you see out in the rural area, now this is a new building. These guys have knocked down whatever was here and decided to build on the river. Decided to build on the river Mekong. Here we are. So I've left my scooter behind, and maybe we'll just walk along the river. What have we got going over here? What are they cooking? This is it, guys, the mighty Mekong. And this is our view. You know what, I'm hungry. And here's the thing, I don't have any small change to buy any market food. I don't like hitting these guys up with a 1,000 baht bill, because a lot of the times they don't have change. I don't know if this is private or what. They got a lot of these little joints. Now see this stuff down here, guys? See these little bottles? I don't know what this is, but I'm pretty sure they mix this. They mix it with what they call Thai whiskey. And now I went to a party. I've been to a couple of parties actually since I've been here, but I went to a party and they were drinking this, what they call Thai whiskey. It's moonshine, man. This stuff was nasty. I took a sip and it was like, no chance I'm drinking that stuff, man. It was heavy, heavy, heavy. Now, one thing I've noticed here is the Mekong's current, man, is very strong. I must do some homework and research on this river, which I will, but the currents are really strong and I don't see anyone swimming. I don't see anyone swimming. Because the other day it was quite warm. I'm like, where do you guys go for a swim? There's no pool around here. The nearest pool is in Nong Khai. Dog Khai is east of where I am. This is Phon Phisai, and it's an awesome little town. I could totally live here. And we are gonna explore our options for Patchy to get a job up here. If she can get a job up here, I definitely want to base myself up here. I love it up here. I mean, look at it. What's not to like? There's no freaking crowds. And that over there is, that is Laos, guys. Straight over there. And we're going to visit Laos because I think what I'll do before, I have to report in at the 90-day mark. With the DTV visa, I have to report in at the 90-day mark, right? Now, what I can do is I can catch a bus over to Laos and stay in Vientiane for a couple of weeks and reset just before the 90 days, and then I don't have to. Not that it's a problem. All I have to do is go into an immigration office and show them my passport, and that's basically it. I'm just checking my counter because we know this camera likes to turn itself off. But have a look at this, guys. I could totally live in a property along here. And it's funny, we were looking around a rural area the other day. We were looking at Patchy's hometown and we found this house for sale. And it's a pretty small town. I mean, I wouldn't live in that town, but I was looking at this house that was listed for sale and it was 40,000. Now look at this, these must be hotels here. You know what? I might look at this place. I wonder if these are permanents. Let me get a shot of this. And we'll ask them, because if I'm going to live up here, looks like a hotel to me. I think that's a hotel. I just saw a cleaner. But anyway, we'll check the prices because I'd like to spend some time in this town. Because right now I'm out in the country. I'm a country bumpkin and I love it, but it's pretty quiet out there. I'm probably do maybe a month and a bit, and then we'll maybe come back here. Look at this, beautiful guys, hey? It's beautiful, man. This is, must be elections coming up, guys. And what's really funny is they drive around in these vehicles and screaming the promises they're going to give you. They're like, they have the music going. Hopefully we'll hear one, but they've been driving around since I've been up here. Look, driving around, all harping on about how much they're going to bloody do for you. And I said to the family the other day, politicians are telling you everything they want you to hear before they get in, and then as soon as they get in, they go quiet. They never do anything they tell you they're doing. I wonder what this is. Oh, maybe this is it here. Maybe this is the election board. They're very formal here. Very formal. Sawasdee krab. Beautiful guys, beautiful. Let's keep going. So yeah, this is the foreshore, man. This would be like the Swan River in Perth. That must be a doctor's office over here. Yes, doctor's office. They love their country and they're proud. And so they should be, and so should we. Australia is a fine country and we've all contributed to building it, and we should be very proud of it. Sawasdee krab. Look at this, lovely. Everyone's just chilling. Very nice day. I love it, guys, honestly. I love it. What's that? Looks like a barbecue of some sort. That'll open up. This place will open up in the evenings. Everyone will be out here. Look, everywhere. Politics. Political messages. We will make your life better. Cheaper taxes. Better health. The other thing too I've noticed here as well, guys, no, I have not seen any poverty out here in the rural area. I've seen a little bit of it in Bangkok, and to be honest, the beggars that I did see in Bangkok, I am pretty sure they're professionals. I think they do that as a job. It's actually, yeah. You get professional beggars. And it's just what they do. It's how they make their money. Here's a little, looks like a very busy restaurant over here. Lots of people there. Might have to go and check this out one day. I wonder what they're serving. It's a lot of people there. You know what that means. If it's packed with locals, the food's going to be awesome. Now look at these houses, guys. I dare say you could pick something up like this, and I know you can't own here. You gotta have a missus or a wife to be able to purchase property here. I think it's a brilliant idea, and you're not going to have the same issue that we're having in Australia, where foreign ownership has totally gobbled up all the housing, and any the young crew are going to struggle to get into the market because the politicians opened up the gateway and allowed total buy-up of all the property, and I can say it's probably mainly coming from China investors and Indian investors, and it's actually squeezed traditional Australians out of the housing market, and that's a fact. And now the government's come in after they've done the damage and said we're putting a halt on foreign ownership. I mean, hello, are we about 5 years too late on that? Maybe 30 years too late? But now that the damage is done, typical, they've come out and said, we're going to put an end to it. But it's like, sorry guys, you've screwed the pooch. It's too late. It's way too late. And when I separated from my wife, I was just damn lucky that a good friend of mine had a place in the city near where I worked, and he gave it to me $200 cheaper than what he could have got. I was renting it for what it was worth, but he wasn't going to charge me the overinflated prices that everyone else was charging, and he allowed me to stay in that place for 2 years. And I thank him. Muzz, thank you, brother. He actually is a very good friend of mine now. He's a top bloke, and he definitely looked after me. And I tell you, I wouldn't have been able to survive by myself had I not got that house, because the rent for me alone, even just to get an apartment, was going to cost me about $600 a week. That's like, my mortgage was less than that. My mortgage was only about $450 a week. You know, I'd been buying houses for, you know, I'd bought my house 30 years ago, so I was in a good situation, you know, when you can get to that point where your mortgage is down that low. But I fear for our kids now, when you're buying a house that's actually only worth 500 grand and now it's doubled in price because they've created this shortage to $1 million, you're gonna be in a world of pain, man, if one of you guys loses your job. And I tell you, the politicians, they're all investing in properties. Oh, we've got fishermen down there. Wow, we are actually quite high here. He's down there, got his line out. Has he caught anything? Where's the bucket? Shall we go and see, guys? How do I get down there? How do I get to the other side? You know, guys, you know, I harp on about it, and I know a lot of you guys get offended sometimes when I go on about the damage that's been done in Australia, but hang on, I'm just tightening me bloody fanny pack here. But you can't stick your head in the sand. And most of the criticism I get are pretty much from boomers who've already set themselves up, and they're going, Australia's a great country. Well, it's great for you if you're already retired, you're done and dusted, you paid off your house, and you have to be really out of touch. Hello, Swadee Krab. Happy New Year to you. Oh, I love it here. Are you all from here? Yeah? Yeah, it's beautiful. I've been in Phon Phisai for a month.
Oh, where you stay?
I stay out in another town, 20 minutes. What Luang? What?
Wat Luang Wasana Resort.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Near out there.
She is my friend, Wasana Resort.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, the resort on the river?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, I stayed there for a couple of weeks, but now I moved to another place. You too. Swadee Krab. Thank you. You guys take care.
Welcome to Phon Phisai.
And thank you so much.
Year.
Oh, I want
Every
to.
time when you free.
Well, I have a 5-year visa, so I can take my time here and enjoy the place. Okay, you guys take care. Have a lovely day.
Yeah.
See ya. You too. Take care. See, man, friendly. Now they approach me, so they're all the ladies. Hi, how are ya? They see this Frang here by himself, and they're showing some hospitality. Look at this beautiful house. Now, what I was saying before is, I wouldn't be surprised if you could get hold of something like that for 100 grand on the river, maybe 120. You know, a nice place like this. And I'd drop a pool in the back and you'd be cooking with gas. And sadly, you know, that's where we're at. And going back to before, what I was saying is, I don't want to keep harping on. Oh, hang on, I've got to show you this. Happy New Year, big Christmas tree. And looks like Father Christmas might have been sitting there. I'm sorry if I keep bashing on about the housing and the cost of living crisis in Australia, but I can't help it. I loved Australia, guys. I am a very proud Australian, and damned if I'm going to stay silent about the problems that's going on over there. Why should I not say anything? I'm not going to tiptoe around, because there's definitely some problems we've got to deal with. And I know it isn't going to change overnight, and sadly, I've said this from the day I understood politics and banking. The only way to fix the West right now is serious political and banking reform. It has to be changed, or nothing's going to change, right? And I tell you, the first thing I'd start with, if I was king for a day, I would make the politicians accountable for every promise that they make before they get into office, because they're all full of shit. They lie through their teeth. They have a license to lie. It's the only business that I know you can get away with lying through your teeth. So I could tell you all this crap that I'm going to do for you, and then do the complete opposite when I get into office. What sort of system is that? You know, and we put up with it. All right, guys, I'm going to end the rant there. I'm really sorry. The reason why I end up going into these rants is because I really do love Australia. And you know what? It's just a crying shame for me to see what's happened over the 50 years that I've been living in Australia. Dramatic changes. So I'm going to try and keep our vlogs positive. I don't like going into the rants, but it just breaks my heart. That's all. And I hope you can understand that. I don't want my videos or channel to be just a complain rant. What I can say is everyone's freaking happy around here. You know, everyone smiles at you. You know, it's not a problem. Oh, Bumbao. Hello. Oh, Bumbao. Now that must be a school. Yeah, it is. Look at that, massive school. I'll tell you what, they run their schools like military facilities here, I tell you. Very disciplined, these guys. And their school, oh my God, I don't think our kids would last half a day over here. Don't know what he's selling, but music's cool. Yeah, these guys do long hours, man, really long hours. The kids, they're at school all day. It's amazing, really. Ooh. All right, we're heading back to my scooter, guys, and I will bring you guys back here for sure. I want to come back here in the morning because this camera, it just schlunked out on me. It got too hot because I was ranting too hard. So the rant detection kicked in and she switched off because it heats up. They run a very tight ship. Very tight ship, these schools. There's no dilly-dallying around. So I'm actually not that far off the river. I thought I was further back, but no, this is a very small town. It's a lot smaller than I thought. If I had some small money, I would buy one of these hot dogs, but I don't. So I don't have any small change. I'm absolutely starving, but I can't really buy anything because these guys don't really like it when you hand them the big notes. So I've got to go and get some change. Nice food though. You buy little skewers for like 10 baht pop. Chicken, fish, whatever. Now we got to ride back to our cabin. I hope you guys enjoyed my little tour. Again, apologies for the rant, but I'm gonna run with it, guys. All right. If you want a geo arbitrage, yeah, you got a lot of choices in this world. Asia's just one of them, you know, and it may not be for everybody, Asia. There's a mechanic shop over there. I bet he's busy. Looks like he's having a lunch break over there. They're looking at me like, what the hell? What's this Farang doing over here? But no, many choices. At one stage I was going to go to South America. I really fancied South America, but I think the crime's a bit much for me. Honestly, Thailand is perfect for me. There's so much diversity in the geography here, and I can't wait to take you guys there. We're going to go up to Chiang Mai this year. We're going down to Phuket. I'm going to hopefully get some sort of vehicle where we can tour around at some point. But I've got to start generating a little bit of income before I can do that and get this YouTube channel kicking along. And I appreciate you all tuning in. It's a very hard, slow slog. It's not going to happen overnight, and I know I have no delusions of grandeur, and I understand it's going to require a lot of work. But again, I appreciate you all tuning in, whether you're tuning into our Urban Insight series like this one or my other videos. But anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you, get back on my scooter and head back to the cabin. And I think I'm going to enjoy a couple of beers this afternoon, and then I've got to do some editing tonight. But you all take care. I hope to see you on the next one. And if you're new to the channel, you know the drill. Hit that sub or like button. It really does help the channel grow, and I appreciate every one of you. I appreciate your feedback, whether it's good or bad. As long as we're not being nasty to each other, you're all welcome to say and do what you want in my chat. It's a free world, and I'm a big advocate on free speech, so I try not to delete too many posts, but if they get nasty, that's the only time I'll kind of step in. If you're offending the community, then it's time to go. So anyway, on that note, you guys take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Chowie chow. Boy.